In 2012, UNESCO added Venezuela's Diablos, Danzantes, Yare to its list of humanity's intangible cultural heritage. And I have been obsessed ever since. Well, not ever since. A little bit more before that. San Francisco de Yare, a town in Miranda State, Venezuela, has celebrated Corpus Christi with dancing devils since generations. Men from the cofradia dress in red and wears this colorful and beautiful mask to perform a dance where good defeats evil. And the whole thing is very Venezuelan. A mix of African, indigenous, and Spanish Catholic traditions layer on top of each other. Sadly, I never been to a celebration myself, but I've been fascinated ever since I learned about it in school. First, by the colors and the craft of the mask. I remember being a little kid sitting in the classroom and just thinking how could I do that with the Engrudo Especial that attack. And later, now that I'm more grown up, not a little kid anymore, I'm fascinated about the mix of cultures, what they represent, moving out of the country and now getting to see the real mix that we have and appreciate it and understand what it actually represents, all of these layers of culture mezcladas, mixed together. A few years ago, a very close friend of mine visited me and brought me as a gift these 2 earrings with the masks. They are so cute. I love them. And this keychain that I'm wearing today as a scarf ring. And I love them, of course, immediately. And the idea came to live in my ideas notebook, which I have. Where is it? Here's my ideas notebook. So I just wrote it down. I knew that I wanted to do something with it. I just didn't know what. At the beginning, the idea was to illustrate it as a children's book. I have it here. Illustrate Diablos de Yare. I don't know if you can read it. But the year passed by. I didn't make it reality until now, which is now has become a full pattern collection in 3 different colorways. Some hero illustrations. Hopefully they will see life and they will come to reality. Once I started illustrating the mask for this pattern collection, I had this issue, which is if you look at them, they may be really similar to dragons. And I had to work to keep it something from Venezuela instead of them shifting towards something more Asian. Color was its own puzzle as well. It was crazy because as you can see, it has many colors. Well, this one has only the our flag's colors, typical tricolor, la bandera tricolor, yellow, blue, and red. But I added orange and green to mine, and then making the patterns was a little bit too much. So I struggle also to pick a palette that will go with the mask, with the red costumes, but that wouldn't be too much. And also I didn't want to change typical colors. I didn't want to touch the traditional red, so I found 3 color palettes that work around it. And then for one, I did change the colors of the masks. But in this one, the main pattern is details of the mask. So I think this one reads as Venezuela, Diablos de Yare, instead of something else, even if the colors are not the traditional ones. So this idea that was written down in my notebook a couple of years ago, and that has lived within me ever since I was a kid and I learned about it in school, have now become a reality, a full pattern collection, 2 hero illustrations in different colorways, mock-up in clothing for the moment, t-shirts, dresses, and silk scarf, waiting to be licensed, or who knows, maybe I take the leap and I do a collection myself. Honestly, there's one palette color that will look really nice for wallpaper or children's bedrooms decorations. I think it's really cute and I love it. I mean, when I see it, I visualize it like that. The other ones I do visualize them as a clothing collection. So my goal is to license this collection to a brand, and then part of the earnings I will donate them to help Venezuela recover from the earthquake. I'll give back to that country that gave me so much, and that is the main source of my inspiration and my colors. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you know a brand that may like to license this. Let me know if you enjoy hearing about the process and where everything comes from.